over the last couple of years, I've gotten to do some road racing in Europe, and ran the 24 Hours of Le Mans this year. We finished P3 at Spa, Belgium, so we got us a podium finish in our class, and now to get the chance to come to Daytona, and I mean, it's so weird for me because when I hit the banks, I'm like, okay, cool, I know this part, and then you get down to the end of pit road. Instead of entering the track like I've done for 25 years, I exit the track, and the infield is fun and challenging, and so I've only made one run, and I got it. I know where the turns are now, so we'll just try to improve our lap time.
You're continuing the tradition of Cup guys running in the 24. As far as I know, you're the only guy from Cup that's in the 24. Is that right?
Right now, yeah.
Right now,
yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool. I always wanted to do the 24 here, and I've never really had a great opportunity. And this is obviously a really good chance to drive the Ferrari and get to team with the guys that I'm going to drive with. I love. Rob's, he's just a car guy. My partner, he owns half of Michael Waltrip Racing, and we're 50-50 partners in that venture. And he just loves cars, and he wants to race cars. And so he just made his first run out and did very well. His times were good, and so we just pick up some more speed. And Rui Argas, who's our pro driver, he drives with us everywhere we go. He helps us with the setup and helps us understand the car, and he's right on pace with the pros here, so not unrealistic to think that we wouldn't have a shot for a podium finish, and that's our goal.
How come you're not in the Ferrari for this test?
Well, it's on a boat, so if I was in the Ferrari, I'd be in the ocean. Might be kind of cool, but it's on its way over. Rob and Rui got to drive it in Italy at the test track. And we drove the 458 at Le Mans, but the rules are a little bit different here, and so they've refined the car, and Rob and Rui are very confident in the way the changes and the way the car felt. So Rob and I just wanted to get some laps here to understand where the turns are, so that when we come back for the official test in January, we'll be able to get right in and go. And it's really valuable. You run it on the computer, or you look at track maps, all the things that you do to prepare for the test, and I don't know, it just doesn't resonate with me. But as soon as you go down there and have to actually shift gears and stop something and make it go the other way, then you really zero in on what the challenges are. The interesting thing, you would think the bank is just a given, but these cars are very sensitive and they're very precise, so you've got to really be calculating in what you do when you're on the bank, and just make sure that you know what's next, what's up ahead, what's behind, so that you don't have to make any jerky moves, because I think a jerky move here could put you into the wall. So just taking it all in and looking forward to the fact that I think my brother raced here in '81. I believe I remember that.
Yep.
And that was the year I graduated from high school, and I remember watching on TNT or TBS or something. There was some coverage of the race, and he drove the Pepsi Challenger prototype car, and ever since '81, I always wanted to do the things my brother did, and I always wanted to do this race, and so this is quite an opportunity, thanks to Rob and these guys.
Have you gotten used to the overtaking of the Daytona prototypes on the GT cars?
Well, getting used to the overtaking was something that was a big part of Le Mans. I mean, those prototypes were they were so fast, I couldn't believe it. There's a left-hand turn prior to the famous corner in Indianapolis at Le Mans, and the left hand coming to Indy was a 6-gear wide open, probably around 180. We would downshift to fifth and brake and make that right to set up for the left that they call Indianapolis. A prototype came by me in practice the first time. He got to that right. He never lifted. He ran the thing wide open around that corner, and we were braking and shifting. And I watched him go through that corner, and I ran off the road because I was like, "Holy cow! Look at that guy. Where does he think he's going?" And just the speed of those cars was amazing. And so you have to really be conscious. They tell you in Le Mans, they said, hold your line and they'll go around you. I said, They might, but I ain't taking that chance because they're going so fast. I'm going to be as far out of the way as I could possibly be when they get there. So it doesn't seem to be as significant here. I know it's so much more challenging at night, but you know, you can see out of the car I'm driving here. I can actually see out of it better than I could the Ferrari, and so I'm pretty comfortable with what's around me. But it's certainly something at night that's a real challenge, and I guess there'll be maybe more cars here than anywhere I've ever raced before, and so that's going to be another challenge.
Are you going to make more Sprint Cup starts or sports car starts this year?
I think it's probably going to, this year in 11 it was in favor of sports car by a couple, but I think in 12 I'm going to run 6 or 7 Cup races throughout the season, and so that'll probably be more than the road racing opportunities. But Rob and has desires to run maybe Sebring here in America and possibly Indy or a couple other ones. So if he says let's go race, I about run him over getting to the door, so I get to race with him. We really enjoy this opportunity, and I know that the American racing road, doing this in America is something that we're really looking forward to being able to do. Hopefully mix in another Le Mans possibly in June and see if my favorite track so far I've done is Spa, Belgium, and so if we could go back there and run one more time, I would really enjoy that.